bienvenidos a una vez más a otro podcast que nosotros hemos humildemente denominado, señor Ojar, Cuenta de Tres. Sí, señor, Cuenta de Tres. Y otra vez internacional, esta vez cada vez más internacional.
Que nunca, no paramos de decir.
No paramos.
Chicos, un momento, antes que nada, qué bueno estar de regreso.
Sí.
La tríada.
Bueno, nuestra larga inactividad, producto de muchas cosas.
Sí, por supuesto.
Y el buen recibimiento que tuvimos en Imperi. Qué gran show.
Sí, grandes luchadores.
Pero la vida sigue, ¿no?
Sí. Hoy,
y hablando de grandes luchadores.
Hablando de luchadores que han pasado por la WWE, luchadores con pasado, hoy lo estamos viendo igual ahí, pasado, presente y futuro, así que sin más preámbulos, señor Demian, hoy le toca a usted la introducción, hágalo en español primero para la gente que no lo conoce, pero yo creo que...
Es que el invitado de hoy, Johnny, no necesita presentación. Hablamos de una ex superstar de WWE, un ex campeón continental en su debut, cosa muy curiosa, ¿no? Un ex campeón de los Estados Unidos, campeón unificado en parejas, junto con Milan Miracle. Estamos hablando de un hombre que ha salido en el póster de Royal Rumble 2012.
Sí, señor.
Para que se den una idea de la magnitud, ¿no? de la persona, creo que es una locura.
El inventor de uno de los movimientos más recordados, a mi criterio, de la lucha libre, ¿no?
Después del
Mandible Claw de Mankind viene la cobra.
La cobra.
Que eso también le vamos a preguntar. Así que...
Bueno, ¿qué más podemos decir? Ha tenido sus momentos WrestleMania, ha tenido absolutamente todo, muchos años de carrera, tiene su propia escuela. Bueno, podemos hablar.
Así que espere, yo voy a apretar acá, hay un botón que tiene, va a switchar a English mode, así que yo le permiso.
Well, our guest today no needs introduction.
Yeah.
He's a former WWE Superstar, former Intercontinental Champion, former United States Champion, former WWE Unified Tag Team Champion, Oslo, former Royal Rumble
2012. He was the face of the Royal Rumble 2012 in the official poster, so okay.
He has very WrestleMania moments.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to give a welcome.
The English people say, without further ado, we will introduce...
No. Better know as the Milan Miracle.
Better known the Milan Miracle, Mr. Anthony Carelli, a.k.a. Santino Marella. Give it an applause.
Thank you very much, guys. Very kind of you.
Okay, we say always this, but we are so proud to have a WWE Superstar here in our little podcast. From the other part of the world. So.
Big at heart.
Big at heart, yeah. So, Anthony, first of all, thank you very much for this time that you are giving us to this interview. Yeah. So, how are you today?
Good, man. Good. Today's Friday. Long week. Mountain Arts Academy takes a lot out of my schedule, and I start teaching the judo class myself on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I teach professional wrestling. So, long weeks, but I'm looking forward to the weekend. I can relax for one day, and that's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Perfect. Shall we start the question? Yeah.
Okay, want me to be the first?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Well, this is a very basic question, but I think that everyone would like to know about this, especially everyone in Argentina who wants to become a wrestler as well. We have a lot of these talents here.
Yes.
Tell us, Anthony, what was your first contact, or how was your first contact with the wrestling world?
Oh, that's a very interesting question. So, growing up, I did judo. I was on the Canadian judo team, and I moved to Montreal to train with the national team. And when I was there, I met a guy. He was on the national, on the Olympic wrestling team and on the national judo team. So he invited me to also go to the wrestling practice because it was my last year of high school, and the next year I was planning on going to university in Montreal. So on my first practice, I show up and the coach just picked somebody for me to warm up with. And that person, to this day, is one of my best friends. And his father was Don Koloff. His father was in the WWF in the 80s in Canada. So as soon as I found that out, throughout conversation later on, I realized immediately I found my destiny, and this was something I was gonna do.
Okay, Anthony, and speaking about judo that you have mentioned before, we know that you have been training judo a couple of years before entering the wrestling world. So, did it help you to develop your wrestling technique? Sorry.
Yeah, well, judo is very complicated, and the moves are very intricate. So, if you're able to do judo, you can do any wrestling technique there is. I started wrestling very late. I was 28 years old when I started training. So I had to be fast. I had no time to waste. And the fact that I did judo before really helped me learn really quickly.
Perfect. Speaking about your debut, we know that the first, I believe, at least what the internet says, that your debut was in 2003 in Ring Wars, right? Perfect. So, but we know that in 2004 you flew to Japan to be in Battle Arts. That's true?
That's correct, yeah. So I started my first match in 2003, and I realized that there wasn't too much going on in Ontario at the time for independent wrestling. So um, I thought if I went to Japan and had some success, that they would find me and bring me back and recruit me for WWE. That was my goal.
But yeah, oh, that's interesting because the thing that I wanted to ask you is how do you prepare to fight in Japan? Because we know that it's like a very big venue of wrestling, and a lot of wrestlers have to pass through a lot of training in order to make like an impact in Japan. What was your experience?
Yeah, so when I first went there, I had to fight everybody in the club, grappling, submission grappling, kickboxing, and I had to prove myself for real before I was given an opportunity. So, thank God for judo because I was able to do okay, and they gave me an opportunity. I had I had several matches during that year, and it was awesome. I loved it. I miss Japan to this day all the time.
Perfect.
Sure.
Damien? Yes.
Well, Santino, can you tell us about your experience in OVW and FCW with, working with Paul Heyman and Jim Cornette?
Yeah, so I overstayed one of my tourist visas by a few days, so they actually kicked me out. I was banned from Japan for 1 year.
Wow.
So I was panicking a little bit. That was my plan. So I had to create a new plan, and I heard about OVW. So I packed up my car, drove down to Louisville, Kentucky. It's about 9.5 hours drive from Toronto, and I started training in a different style from the beginner's class. Everything from locking up to running the ropes. I had to learn everything from scratch. But at this point, I'm 31 years old. I'm already pushing it time-wise. So again, I had to learn fast. I had no time to waste. So I trained 2 or 3 times a day. I trained until I was burnt out, until I couldn't train anymore. Rested for a few days and did it again. I wasn't wasting any time. I moved away from my family, my loved ones. So if I'm going to move away from them, I'm going to make sure I'm working as hard as I possibly can.
Okay, well, Anthony, tell us a little bit about the idea of Santino Marella. Where does it come from? How it was born?
Yeah, so at the time I was at OVW, I was playing a Russian character, Boris Alexiev, and that was the character that actually got me signed.
got me noticed by the WWE producers and creative team. And it's funny because Boris Alexia was basically doing battle art style wrestling, so that's what helped me get noticed. But I guess I got a call one day. I was driving to a house show, and they said, "Hey, your background is Italian, right?" I said, "Yeah, my father came from Italy." And they said, "Can you speak Italian?" I said, "Sure, yeah, no problem." At the time, my Italian was not very good, but Dusty Rhodes told me if they ever ask you if you can do something, you better say yes, and then you better learn how to do it. So I said yes, and they said, "Okay, say something." So I said a couple of basic things, and they said, "I don't know, sounds pretty good to me." So I flew out the next day to Milan, like literally the next day. And I got there on Sunday. I had one day to relax, and then Monday was Raw and debut and life change, and that was it, man. Pretty fast.
And what was your thoughts, your feelings about that night and becoming intercontinental champion against Umaga? That was pretty awesome and surprise for the fans.
Yeah, it was a great surprise, and this storyline, this character was from Vince McMahon. It was his idea. So I knew I had to do really good because it was his idea. I also knew that giving me the name Marella was for Gorilla Monsoon and Joey Marella.
Yeah.
So that was an honor. So I had to do a really good job for them as well. And of course, when you show up and win on the first day, you gotta be perfect because there's gonna be a lot of people upset and they want to find something to complain about. So a lot of pressure, but I love pressure, so no problem.
Great. Well, and now the question we all ask ourselves: where is the Cobra now? Where is the Cobra?
He's around here somewhere. I never go.
Well,
speaking about Cobra, a couple of things. Can you tell us a little bit about the origin of Santino Marella?
Well, so when I was dating, my character was dating Beth Phoenix. We were playing the gender roles where she was the dominant person in the relationship, and I was struggling to be macho. So I wanted to prove to her that men are better athletes than women. So I was going to dress up as a girl, enter the battle royal, win the battle royal, therefore proving men are better athletes. But Vince thought it was so funny that we did it for, I don't know, I think 4 months or something.
Yes.
And that's it. It wasn't supposed to be 3 months. It was supposed to be one night, but I guess I did a good job. So it's funny. Everywhere I go, people ask me about Santino all the time. How's your sister? How's your sister?
So, Anthony, do you have any accomplishment to reach in the wrestling business currently?
Well, now that I'm retired, I've become a coach, and trying to restore wrestling to what it once was. People used to dress nice, and it was like watching a prize fight, like a boxing fight or an MMA fight. I know we said it's entertainment, but I think we can do better than the current product. What's happening is it's something called the 80-20 rule. 80% of all matches are composed of 20% of all the moves. It's the same stuff over and over and over, and we have to challenge ourselves and be creative and come up with new moves and new ways. Not every punch has to be sold the same way. Not every comeback has to be 3 clotheslines. We really got to challenge ourselves to do something different, but at the same time, make sense.
Perfect. Well, finishing this interview, what are your best moment in WWE and your dream match, please?
Actually, I think it was today or yesterday, Daniel Bryan posted a clip.
Today morning.
Yes.
I saw it. With Damian was we was speaking about that because we could remember for sure who was the person who who beat you in that elimination chamber, and surprisingly you posted. So please continue.
Yeah, that was amazing. When I watch it, I just watched it back again today, and when I listened to the audience, God, it's amazing. That stuff, I'll remember that forever, and just being so connected with that many people in that moment, it energizes you, and you exist differently from that moment forward. You'll never be the same.
Sure, I believe that you have the same pop in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think this was a little more, but Royal Rumble was close.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, we here in Cuenta Tres have like a tradition in order to finish the interviews. So we like to give the last words to our guest. So please, Anthony, say whatever you want.
The camera, the microphone is yours.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, if there are any young aspiring professional wrestlers in Argentina that want to come and train at Battle Arts for maybe take a summer vacation, couple months, come on up. You're going to learn a lot, and then you can take that knowledge back down to Argentina and help out the local independent wrestling community down there. Contact me on Facebook, and we'll work out some accommodations and stuff like that. Sometimes you can go on Airbnb. We have guys from all over the world. We have guys from Germany, Israel, Cyprus, England, USA. They come up and they find a little apartment for a month or two, and they train with us, and they come a few times per year. So, but at the same time, when we train, we also train in submission, grappling, jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, boxing. We cross-train. So at the same time you're doing professional wrestling, you have to do amateur sports, because professional wrestling is supposed to be a professional athlete. So how can you be a professional if you weren't an amateur? You have to do both. You have to learn how to be a real fighter. That's your foundation. And the stronger foundation you have, the higher you can build up your career, just like a building.
Amazing words.
Great message.
We also, to our guest, we sent a little gift. So then via private, Damian will ask you about your address in order to send it to you.
Shall we say what's the present?
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
Yes. Say.
Say it.
Okay, I'll say it. Okay, the official Cuenta de Tres t-shirt that many wrestlers from Latin America
and North America right now
as well already have. Some of them have it, some of them have it on their way.
Yes.
So we want to make that present to you as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll wear that. I'll take a picture with it and send it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
It's
much.
going to be great.
You're the best.
So, well, Anthony, first of all, sorry for all the inconvenience that we have today. We hope that soon, maybe in another time, we could have another interview with more time and less problems.
Or maybe we can have you here in Argentina.
And we are hoping you to come to Argentina. Yes.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to check the flights, see how much they are. Maybe I'll come there with my wife.
Awesome. Great.
Yes.
Great news.
Perfect.
Probably later. I want to come in your summer, so maybe like December or something.
Yes. Well, first in Cuenta Tres. We are going to be here, and if you wanted to see some wrestling promotions, we can
schedule something.
Yes. Sure. Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect. I'll even do a seminar too.
Oh, that's great. That will be great.
Perfect.
Well, that will be very great. So you heard first in Cuenta Tres. Anthony Carelli will be in Argentina, hopefully, on December. So we will finish now this interview in Spanish. Thank you, Anthony, for your time again. So, Oscar, please, let's switch in Spanish mode again.
Bueno, señores, damas y caballeros, esta ha sido otra edición de Cuenta de Tres, estilo internacional, por supuesto. Y creo que eso ha sido todo por ahora. Recuerden seguirnos en Facebook, en Instagram. ¿En dónde más tenemos? En Twitter también. ¿Y quién dice alguna vez llegaremos
YouTube.
a YouTube?
ICQ, Mir, email, todo. Estamos en todos lados.
Y MSN.
¿En MySpace? ¿Por qué no?
Señores, esto ha sido todo. Muchas gracias en español al señor Anthony Carelli nuevamente. Bueno, thanks a lot. Y bueno, ¿será hasta la próxima?
Hasta la próxima vez que nos volvamos a reunir
¿En dónde?
este ciclo que hemos denominado Cuenta de Tres.
Hasta la próxima.